Savannah Chrisley is making a whole new show while her parents are in prison. Well, this sounds interesting. The Chrisleys have set their sights on a new reality show while Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley are behind bars. In the latest episode of Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, the reality star is sharing all the details for the show and says that her parents' prison treats dogs better than inmates. It's Andy Lawani reporting with what you need to know.
It's her school rabbit. She was able to bring it home for the night.
This came home from school?
Yeah,
from the teacher.
This is what's wrong with education.
Savannah, the daughter of the parents going to jail, was joined by her niece Chloe Chrisley in her podcast. The reality star is currently raising the child while the parents serve their time for bank fraud and tax evasion. Todd's mother, Nanny Faye, also made an appearance in the podcast, joking about the making of a potential new show. The trio joked about one day having a new show titled, quote, Nanny Knows Best, seeing that their co-stars are currently behind bars. The reality star got serious for a moment though and stated, quote, well, you do know we're talking to a few production companies about doing another show.
It's a new study that came out that if you wear camo, when you're outside, you won't get bit by bugs.
Is that even true?
Yes, that is true.
But that's too much pattern for one person.
Do you want to get bit by bugs?
No, I don't want to be around bugs.
Okay, then camo it is.
The family, who have had a reality show since 2014, have had quite the run on television. Later on in the podcast, Savannah asked Nanny Faye on her thoughts on doing a new show, to which she responded, I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to walk down that highway any day. I'm ready. Savannah Chrisley has spoken out about how unfair it is her parents are facing prison time and how difficult it has been for her to raise her niece. However, it seems that she is entertaining the idea of a new show on top of her new, quote, livelihood. She later stated in the podcast, quote, tons of production companies have reached out and networks that want to do a show. Family admits they've had fun doing their show, which is on its current 10th season, and they're looking to take a more serious tone for their next project. The stars feel their current show is a more of a comedy series than a reality show, but they are here to set the record straight on what they're experiencing while Todd and Julie are away from the family.
I know you don't feel good.
Physically, I feel fine. Emotionally, I'm devastated.
Hey, girl, I made you a pie.
I mean, I normally wouldn't eat that,
Yeah.
but today I will.
Savannah stated, quote, we're going to touch on where we're at today, mom and dad being gone, how we're coping with it, and how we get through it. Also too, having 2 kids and all of us stepping in to make sure they have what they need emotionally, psychologically, physically, all the things. I feel like there's a level of humor to it as well.
I'm just glad you're home, Mama, because everybody needs dinner.
Y'all gonna have to fend for yourselves.
What?
I mean, I can't cook with these.
I can't cook with these.
Savannah believes the new show will be, quote, heartwarming, and it will break your heart as well. The star told listeners in the end that life goes on and the family will have to get used to the new normal. A federal judge sentenced Todd and Julie in November to a total of 19 combined years between the parents for tax fraud. Todd has been serving his 12-year term in a facility in Florida, while Julie is being held for her 7-year sentence in Kentucky. Savannah was more than vocal in her podcast on the unjust treatment of her mother in the facility, saying, quote, my mom's in a facility that has no air, but yet there are service dogs for the prison that are in a heated and cooled building because it's inhumane for them not to have air. I read an executive order that Biden signed that said all federal inmates must be housed in environmentally friendly facilities, and I'm like, okay, well, this is completely opposite of that. The Bureau of Prisons have disputed the comments Savannah made on the podcast. Elsewhere in the episode, Savannah says her dad is currently sporting gray hair instead of his signature blonde, which was a shocking sight to see. Savannah and the family are disputing the charges against them, but in the end, only time will tell. Obviously, if you want to learn more, find us at whatstrending.com, find me, Andy Lawani, and we'll see truly if we see another Chrisley Knows Best of some category on air, on television. Anyway, we'll see.